Hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm going to be showing you how to change a bike tire. So first things first, what you're going to need a new tire. By looking at this, you can probably tell it's not new. I've been riding it for a while, but I just put on an old one for the sake of this video. You're going to need a tire lever. If you don't have one of these, you can buy them at pretty much any bike shop. It's just a little piece of plastic. It's really, really cheap. They're like $2 for 6 or something. You're going to need a socket wrench for taking off your wheel. And you're going to need a bike pump for putting on your new tire. So the first thing you want to do is take off your tire. Take off your wheel. So you're going to use your socket wrench. You're going to put it on the loosen setting, which is when it spins freely going right, but going left it locks up. So if you don't know how to change a wheel, I assume you do, but it's really, really, really simple if you don't. All you want to do, if you have pegs, just slide the socket down and until it locks onto the nut. If you don't have pegs, it should be easier if it's your first time, just because, you'll... Hold on, I think I have this on the wrong setting. Sorry, guys. Just because, you'll be able to see exactly where the bolt is. But I don't really find it any harder either way. So, you want to stand up to get more leverage. So you're just going to twist it off just like that. Do that for both bolts. Just loosen up both bolts. There you go. You don't have to take the peg completely off. All you have to do is loosen it enough so that the wheel slides out. Just like that. And then you got a wheel. So the next step would be to take the air out of the tires. I don't even know, you couldn't do it without taking the air out of the tire. So just take off the valve cap if you have a valve cap. I know a lot of people don't. And this is actually, you don't have to do this to take the air out, but I like to use my tire lever. And there's a little pokey thing that attaches to the spokes, and you just put it right in there and take all the air out. Okay, so once all the air is out of your tire, you're ready to go. So now you want to take your tire lever and you want to put it right in there. You're going to see a little slot, there's a little kind of metal piece in the tire. You want to slide it in right under the tire and just kind of pull that out and over the rim. Right? Just like that. Then you want to slide the tire lever around the rim. And as you do that, if your tire lever is underneath the tire, it's just going to start pulling the tire out of the rim. So just do that, and once this side of the tire is out, you want to take this little valve here, and you want to pop it out of its hole, and just pull it out. The rest of the tire should come off very easily. You just kind of pull it off like that. So next thing you want to do is take this tire and just slide the tube right out. It'll come out no problem. Never want the tube to be fully deflated, because it'll make it a lot harder to put in, but you don't want to make it too pumped up, because then it'll be harder too. So just make sure it's kind of squishy around the edges, you can bring it together and bend it and stuff. That should be good. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so you never want to put the tire in before you put the tire on the rim. You can do it, but it's much, much harder, or I find it much harder. And I just want to make sure you guys are doing this in the easiest way possible. So you want to pop your tire on. The front wheel isn't directional, so it doesn't really matter which way you put the tire on, unless you ride a peg on one side and not the other side. I ride 4 pegs, so I don't really care. But there should be a little arrow saying which way the tire goes, and that shouldn't be, it shouldn't be too hard to put it on the right way. So what you want to do, you only want to pop the first sidewall on, because this is going to make it the easiest possible. So then you want to find the little hole where the valve goes in. So mine's right here. Then you take the tube with the valve at that point and the tire, and you just slide the tire all the way in. Or, not the tire. You slide the tube all the way in. Just slide it all in the tire. Then you want to kind of lift this up and slide the valve in. Make sure the valve is straight, because then it's going to make it if it's not straight, it could possibly rip the valve. Not a huge concern, but, it could happen. So then you just want to pop the rest of the tire in. So just push the other sidewall on. It's not going to be this easy on most tires because this is a worn-in tire. For new tires, it's going to be a lot harder. Anyway, so there you go. You got everything pressed in, and now all you got to do is pump it up. So you grab your pump here, and then you just want to attach the pump to the valve. If you've ever, I don't know if you've ever pumped up a tire, you probably have, but you just slide it onto the valve right there. It might be a little tricky if the tire is deflated. I know I always find it a little bit harder, but you just kind of pop it right on there and flip this up. So you always want to make a note of what PSI your tire is. So this is 100 PSI max. So I usually pump it up to 95. Usually pump it up to like 5 under what the max is. So if you have a 65 max PSI, pump it up to like 60. It all kind of depends on your riding style and what you like though. So anyway, I'm just going to pump this up. Okay. No, I forgot to mention this before, but once you get to 10 PSI, you're going to want to just do a quick thing around the tire. Just take your hand, put it like that, around the tire, and just kind of flatten out. Because sometimes you can get little, like little clots in the tube, and then you'll get bubbles, and it can pop really easily, and you don't want that. Because then you're going to have to buy a new tube and change your tire all over again. So this one looks good, so I'm just going to keep pumping it up. Okay, so once your tire is pumped up, all you want to do, release it. Make sure you do that fast because otherwise you're just letting air out of your tire. Screw the valve cap back on. And then you're good to go. All you got to do now is put it back on your bike. So all you got to do now is just pop it straight into the dropout. Make sure, if your bike is upside down, maybe you don't care about reverse tread. I personally do. Just make sure that this tread, the way it would normally going, is spinning towards the frame. So if I have like these little triangle pieces that are supposed to go forward, they're spinning towards the frame, right? Then just tighten it back up. And there you go, brand new tire on your bike. So if you enjoyed this video, just like, comment, subscribe. And you know what, I kind of took this tire off because I was wondering what my bike would look like with black tires. So you may have seen it at the beginning of the video with the black tire. I don't know, just I'm thinking about switching some stuff up because I've been riding these tires for a year. So, you know, just leave in the comments what you think I should do. Anyway, see you guys.